and don't like what I see. Oh, I just thank you for always loving me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is yours truly, Frankie Wilson. You're with Inside Gospel, and right now I have my boy, Jonathan McReynolds, who is in town. He's about to do his thing. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
See, people didn't understand and didn't believe when I was on the radio telling them that I knew you. You know what I'm saying? That we had this brotherhood thing. You understand? So now you can see it one-on-one. And, yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you and let the people see you. First, to see that it's real. But to be able to talk to you about so many great things that have been going on with you.
Yeah,
you know,
that's my blessing.
I was asking earlier, first off, you're still in school.
Well, I'm going for my master's in biblical studies at Moody Bible Institute out in Chicago. So just trying to, you know, make sure that I'm studying.
That's right.
To show that self-approval.
Amen. Amen. So then the next time that we meet you, it'll be at Jonathan McReynolds' first sermon. He's preaching. Are you going to preach with the guitar on your back so when you're ready you can back yourself up?
I don't know how it's going to look yet. I don't know, man. Yep.
That's what's up. And you're teaching as well.
I'm teaching at Columbia College. That's the college that I graduated from in 2011. I convinced them to do a gospel band, so we do all gospel repertoire.
Wow.
Yep.
So you're in school, you're a student, but you're also a teacher. You're a musician. You're an artist, singer, writer, producer. Let me see, what am I up to? 8.
I don't know. You make me sound good, though. That's good.
Oh, man, you got a lot going on. And you recently started a nonprofit. Talk to us about the nonprofit.
Well, the nonprofit is called Elihu Nation. Actually, I got that the idea for it while I was doing some of my studying. I was reading Job. Elihu was a guy he's often debated about, but the only thing we know for sure is that he was a young guy. And he was full of opinions. And he reminded me so much of this generation. We have untamed, kind of worldly, sometimes a little arrogant, sometimes a little sensitive opinions. And I really believe that he added a very important perspective to that story, just like we add important perspective to the story.
Absolutely.
So it's about just helping the church understand youth and helping youth understand church. It's going to have a definite scholarship component. And so I'm just really excited, man. It's going to be good. I'm going to at least give one scholarship this next fall. So I'm excited, man. Yeah.
Awesome. So, I'm glad that you explained it, because I was going to say, your ministry, your music, it's able to not just speak to older folks, but it really speaks to the young as well. And you're able to bring those two together. It's a really unique gift that you have.
Thank you.
And yeah, absolutely. And you're absolutely anointed for what you're doing. Tell me, how has it been, however, speaking to these two different audiences, sometimes in the exact same room? I mean, do you have to work it a different way every time? Do you have to change your speak? What is it? How do you get people to respond to you no matter what the age, the demographic?
I think that just physically, in order to get anybody to come with you, you have to reach your hand out to them. And I think that doesn't have to be a difficult, tedious process, but it is something that's intentional. So if I'm in a room, of the mothers, maybe I need to validate myself by singing just a little piece of a hymn and letting them know that what I'm singing is not a different message. I'm singing the same old school message, just in a different way. And I've seen people from 6 to 60 gravitate to my music, and it's just amazing.
It's funny you should bring that up. The first time that we met face to face was a couple of years ago in Austin, and we were on a panel, and I remember one of the panelists speaking to the hip hop heads in the room and saying how it's important sometimes to reach back to in order, like you said, sometimes to validate yourself, but there's power in the songs of old, if you will, and that spirit or whatnot. Would you agree with that? And do you think that's missing, or it's coming back to our gospel music industry?
I believe that the power was not in the song. I think the power was in the genuine nature, the genuine heart that came when they were writing it. So now maybe you get, to this modern day, and we're doing a lot of contrived things. We're doing a lot of stuff that we don't even feel. It just feels good. It sounds good. But the songs that were written, those hymns, they were written out of somebody's heart. And so they're having the same effect as the Lecrae song that's written out of their heart, or the Jonathan McReynolds song that's written out of his heart. And I'm glad that God He brought me up in a fashion that I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and I really understood the the meaning behind some of these songs. And when you sing the lyrics slowly, it's like, oh, that's what they were meaning by that.
Right,
and so that's not just a cliche. It's not just Christianese. It's not just church language. But it's a song written intentionally out of somebody's heart. And, you know, that's what I plan to do with my music.
I love, and you actually do it with your music, and very, very clear. And it seems like you're very intentional with your words and everything, just the same. With things like No Gray, with I Love You, and all of that. Our time is almost up, but before we let you out of here, I just wanted to know if you didn't mind just blessing our listeners, our watchers out there, all of our Inside Gospel fans. We've been supporting the Jonathan McReynolds brand and music for a while.
I appreciate that.
So do you mind just showing them a little bit of love and maybe singing a little bit for them, giving them a little something?
Speaking of, you know, a God that is not always popular in every circle. You go to church and he's very popular, but you go to school and he's not very popular. So I wrote a song. People don't understand why we lift our hands and sing praises. And people can't comprehend that when we dance we're not crazy. See, maybe they don't realize that sitting high is the Father. And this is what we were created for, nothing less or more, but to worship you. And I just want to say that yours is the best love that I've ever had. God, I just want to say that I think it's only fair that I give it back. I love you.
Yes. My man, Jonathan McReynolds.
I do.
Thank you so much again for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to Inside Gospel Online, of course, and Inside Gospel. We're continuing to support this brother, his music, his ministry. We want to be able to talk about that scholarship when you give it out.
Absolutely.
Have you back here again, man. God bless you. Thank you so much for being a brother.
It's
Real.